Built in 1960 when I was 10 years old, this church has a long ridge skylight, a soaring roof with an exposed structure, and big wide pilasters which combine modernism with Gothic references. I was moved by this architecture, but I had no idea how much it would influence the rest of my life. 10 years later I built my first house, this teepee. I didn't need an architect. I bought the plans from the Whole Earth catalog and the lodge poles in Sacramento. I bought the canvas in LA and sewed it together on site in the mountains. It had an exposed structure too, a skylight and multiple ventilation options. It expressed daylight in the day and nightlight in the night. 40 years later, as an architect, I find myself immersed in structure and light. This pool house has elements of the church and the teepee. It has opening flaps, a skylight, and a central fireplace. Light shines through the ridge and lights the interior. There's a waterfall outside, and it's a peaceful place to be. A carport roof. This client was a sailor, so we related in that way. Rigging technology holds this roof together. A series of masts laid on their sides. The structure is exposed and open. Daylight invited in to light up the rigging. A pyramid roof, a symbol of coastal fortification. The teepee returns here too. The center of this open space points to the sky. The ceiling is open and covers the entire space below it. Light enters from all sides and evens the mood. Multiple pyramids. Each room of this house is a unique space. Filtered daylight penetrates from all sides. Each space includes the volume of the roof expressed in the ceiling above it. Each space feels unique and complete, but all work together as one. Part of a new equestrian center, we called this building Roofs for Hooves. Humans aren't the only ones who appreciate light and space. A relationship is seen in the structural support of the church, the teepee, and of this paddock. Light and ventilation make for happy horses. They're inspired as well. Assembly of outbuildings, shadows and reflections for unheated spaces. The pool house to the left and the garage to the right are arranged around a swimming pool in front of the main house, reflecting shimmering light on all the walls and into their rooms. The pool house and garage have translucent roofs and gables which allow light into the interior. Light glows outward at night. Architect Shagu Raban won the 2014 Pritzker Prize. A master of light, this temporary church for disaster relief is made of cardboard tubes. Daylight abounds. On the right, a flat roof house in Sagaponack expresses its structure through daylight. On the bottom, a masterful combination of light and structure, organic and cellular. This roof is a statement of authority and protection. Police stations are an interesting mix of security, detention, public and workspaces that all must interface safely. Here, a skylight penetrates deep into the secure and private interior of the building. The roof of this house soaks up the sun and turns it into energy. The dark blue panels are integrated into the metal roof and convert sunlight into electricity, about 25% of the family's needs. The lower roof on the right converts sunlight into hot water, enough to heat the swimming pool and take plenty of hot showers. The architects Herzog and Demiron understand the East End vernacular of the potato barn and the daylight of the art studio gallery. These roofs express structure and pattern, daylight and volume. Like art, they evoke emotions. We feel these emotions when we visit. Art and architecture. These motel rooms in the pine forest of Hampton Bays are near William Merritt Chase's house of the 1900s. Ironically, the rolling hills and open prairies of the Chase house are now covered in trees. These pitched roofs and high windows invite nature into each room. They too express structure and daylight. The Sagaponack modern barn, as the owner likes to call it. This time the pilasters return as a light source. The cowwall gable ends with their vertical sticks express structure outside. For the first time, this insulated house lights up like the teepee did. Light is given back to the night. The Sagaponack modern barn was designed without any conscious connection to my childhood church or the teepee in the mountains. I revisited the church in the winter of 2012 and found the teepee photos in the process of this presentation. Winston Churchill was right. Buildings shape us. True architecture evokes emotions. Emotions impact our behavior. Structure and light mean everything.